Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear student, I am Muhammad Shahjahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka.
Dear student, today we will discuss chapter 6. This is ratio analysis. This is our second lecture. Dear student, at the end of this lecture, you will be able to know about the formula of ratio analysis. You can find the value of different types of ratio. Dear student, today practically we will practice a math. Dear student, you know that last class we have discussed the different importance for formula for ratio analysis. You know that for calculating ratio we have lots of formula. Out of that we will discuss 7 formula in this lecture. Dear student, let's see the question. Look at here we have some asset and liabilities of a company is given. Look at ordinary share capital, balance of retained earnings, accounts payable, bank overdraft, bills payable, salary payable. These are the liabilities, and asset, plant and machinery, land and building, cash balance, cash account receivable, closing stock, prepaid expenses. These are the some asset. Dear student, total sales of the company for the year 8 lakh. It is given here. The total sales of the company, it is 8 lakh. And then cost of goods sold 6,20,000 and net profit after tax it is 50,000. We have to determine current asset, current liabilities, liquid asset, liquid liabilities, working capital, gross profit ratio, capital employed ratio. And dear student, let's see our math. Determine the amount of current asset. Dear student, all of you know that current asset, that means the asset which will give you short term benefit, that is current asset. Look at in this math, earlier we have read cash balance, account receivable, stock and prepaid expenses. These four are the current asset. That means let's see the question again. Plant and machinery, this is fixed asset. Land and building, this is fixed asset. Cash balance, this is current asset. Account receivable, current asset. Closing stock, it is current asset. And prepaid expenses, that means these four are current asset. And then look this side, liabilities. Out of this, ordinary share capital, this is not a liability, this is owner's equity. Balance of retained earnings, this is also owner's equity. Accounts payable, this is current liability. Bank overdraft, it is also current liability. Bills payable, it is current liability. And salary payable, also current liability. General reserve is equity. Dear student, let's see the solution now. Current liabilities, current asset, cash balance, account receivable, stock and prepaid expenses. If we add this, then you will get the marks. Dear student, very easy, I hope. Then current liability, look at accounts payable, bank overdraft, bills payable, salary payable. If you add, it is 1,62,000 and here 5,40,000 is current asset. Let's see next requirement. Determine the amount of liquid asset, liquid liability, working capital, gross profit and capital employed ratio. Now we have to find out liquid asset. Last class I have discussed, dear student, the formula. Liquid asset means current asset. From current asset you have to subtract stock and prepaid expenses. That means how you can find out the liquid asset? From current asset we have to subtract stock and prepaid expenses. Look at current asset 5,40,000. Just we have calculated current asset 5,40,000, and from this current asset we have to subtract what? Stock and prepaid expenses. The stock value of this math is 2,40,000 and prepaid expenses 60,000. That means 2,40,000 is our current liquid asset. Then liquid liability, dear student, what is current liability? That is liquid liability. So we have liquid liability. Working capital, dear student, very interesting formula. Current asset minus current liability. Current asset minus current liability, that is working capital. Current asset minus current liability. Look at current asset is 5,40,000 and current liability is 1,62,000. So a working capital is 3,78,000. Dear student, see, very easy math. If you can learn the formula, just putting the value will get the math, will get the marks. For each calculation 1 mark. Gross profit, all of you know that the formula of gross profit is sales minus cost of goods sold. Sales minus cost of goods sold. Let's see the question, how the information is given. Sales minus cost of goods sold. Look at total sales of the company 8 lakh, cost of goods sold is 6,20,000. So 8 lakh minus 6,20,000, that will be the gross profit. That will be the gross profit. Very easy one. Just learn the formula, then you can. sales minus cost of goods sold, it is gross profit. Then capital employed, total asset less fictitious asset. That means out of total asset we have to subtract fictitious asset if any, less current liabilities, then it will be capital employed. In this math, total asset is 9 lakh. In the question there is no fictitious asset, so total asset is 9 lakh, and out of that current liability just we have calculated 1,62,000. Therefore capital employed is 7,38,000. Capital employed is 7,38,000. 7,38,000 is our capital employed. Dear student, that means whatever calculation we required, we have calculated all. Look at, let's see the total asset 9 lakh. Look at total asset 9 lakh, total liability also 9 lakh, and here there is no fictitious asset. So dear student, all the calculation is over. Now we will apply this calculation in the formula of ratio. Then we can find out the ratio of different ratio. Look at first one, current ratio. If you can remember, last class also I have shown you current asset divided by current liability, that is current ratio. That means the main thing is that you have to learn the formula current asset divided by current liabilities. Earlier we have calculated current asset is 5,40,000 and current liabilities is 1,62,000. So take your calculator, 5,40,000 divided by 1,62,000, it is 3.33, 3.33 and is to 1. This is for formula. This is for is to 1 is for formula. That means we have to divide this one, then you will get 3.33, and this is the is to 1 is for formula. Current ratio, it is satisfactory. Dear student, all of you know that 2 is to 1 is the standard value of current ratio, and it is more than that. So this company's current ratio, as per the current ratio, this companies belongs to a satisfactory company. That means they have good current ratio, they can pay their liabilities as they wish. Dear student, now quick ratio. Quick ratio, the formula liquid asset divided by liquid liabilities. Liquid asset divided by liquid liabilities. Dear student, you can remember, we have the formula, liquid asset 2,40,000, 2,40,000, and liquid liability is 1,62,000. Again same, just we have to divide 2,40,000 divided by 1,62,000. It is 1 is to 1.48, 1.48. So 1.48 is to 1 for formula is to 1. It is satisfactory because 1 is to 1 is the standard value of quick ratio. Dear student, look at liquid asset. Where you get, just if you can remember, liquid asset we have do the calculation. Liquid liabilities, it is 1,62,000 it is given, and liquid asset 5,40,000 minus this one, then 2,40,000. That means liquid asset we have, liquid liability also we have. Just divide by each one, then you will get the liquid ratio. Dear student, now stock or inventory turnover ratio. Stock or inventory turnover ratio, the formula is cost of goods sold divided by average stock. Cost of goods sold divided by average stock. That means at first you have to write the cost of goods sold. In the question it is given cost of goods sold 6,20,000. You have the question, I think by this time you have the question in front of you. 6,20,000 is cost of goods sold, and look at average stock. Average stock, that means we have to calculate average stock. How we got the average stock? The formula of average stock is, last class I have told you, average stock is opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. Opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. Let's see the working. Look at average stock, opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. If there is no available of opening stock in the information, then average stock equals to closing stock, which is made in this problem. That means in this problem no opening stock. That's why which one is opening stock? That is closing stock, that is average stock. So dear student, let's see the math. Stock cost of goods sold 6,20,000 and 2,40,000 is average stock. That means it is closing stock 2.58 times. Dear student, stock turnover, any turnover ratio you have to express it by times. That means 2.58 times by division, whatever we get, it is times. Not satisfactory because standard value is 6. Dear student, the more the stock turnover ratio, the better the company. Dear student, net profit ratio, another easy ratio, net profit divided by net sales into 100. Net profit divided by net sales into 100. Dear student, in the question it is given net profit is 50,000 and divided by net sales 8 lakh into 100, that means 6.25 percentage. It is satisfactory. Above 6% is satisfactory. Then return on capital employed ratio, net profit after tax divided by capital employed into 100. Net profit after tax divided by capital employed into 100. Net profit after tax 50,000 it is given, and capital employed we have calculated 7,38,000. Dear student, if you show the calculation, then 6.78%. That means this is also a satisfactory ratio. Then account receivable turnover ratio. Dear student, the formula is net credit sales divided by average account receivable. Net credit sales is 8 lakh, average account receivable is 1.60, so 5 times. This is satisfactory. Dear student, I hope all of you understand. Thank you very much. May Allah help all of us. Stay home,